made a public plea for a place to stay, and more than 1,000 women responded. This man, who goes by the name of Big Boss Escobar, posted in a Facebook group called Atlanta.
The Dubai podcast. I heard about this guy because he looks. All the girls been wanting him to come stay with him. He's homeless, and these chicks, because he looks so good, all the women want him to come stay with them.
And rooms for rent. He said, I recently lost my home, just need a place that is reasonable price so I can get back on my feet. I'm tired of sleeping in Atlanta shelters. Very quiet person and stay to myself, work a job, and also have a clothing line. I moved to Atlanta from St. Louis, Missouri 4 years ago. If anybody have any resources you can send my way, I will accept. Thank you. I appreciate it. And of course, the women came through. You can come stay with me, boo, a woman named Britt wrote. Off bed, cold AC, plenty of food, and the Wi-Fi jumping. Wow. A woman named Tisha Lee wrote, you can stay with me. A woman named Courtney said, woo, if you're in my area, you can come stay with me for free. I'll take care of you. After his post went viral and more than 1,000 women responded to his request for a place to stay, he went on Facebook Live to clarify that he's not just a pretty face. He's looking for something real.
I want it to be the woman I'm finna lock in with. So whoever it is, fuck all that I look good shit. Is you really trying to lock in so we can get shit right?
Now be for real, ladies. If he came up to you and said he needed a place to stay, how would you respond? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierra with the T. Follow for more.
This annoys me. It should.
They would stay with him. They'll let him move in and then go out on a date with a nigga that really like them and have him buy him food. Yo, dude, hit thumbs up, bro.
But it does. And that's no hate to my man. We all have down times in our life where we're not where we want to be. Some people end up homeless, losing jobs. Happens to the best of us. And I'm hoping that young man gets on his feet and becomes a contributing member to society. And it's also crazy because these are exactly the same women who are willing to openly let a stranger move into their home. These are also the same women who just a couple weeks ago were picking a bear over a man. Yeah, okay. Well, let's hear more of the women's opinions on it.
I can't tell you scared of these men. Not the way you be out here giving out your address so freely and letting them come over there and Netflix and chill. The way you be going over their house when you don't even know them.
Right.
Y'all remember when I told you that my content was going to age well? Well, it looks like it and I already started. Right. I done been saying since I got on this app, don't let women fool you. They care about looks just as much as men. Yeah. A lot of times they'll put look.
As I keep telling dudes, young guys, stay in the gym, eat right, don't be smoking and drinking, get good rest, work on your appearance. I'm telling you, women don't. As long as you look good, dude, you won't have to go through a lot of bullshit with women. Work on your looks. Don't. I mean, have something in your brain, but usually looks come first. Looks come first. People are shallow as fuck in America, dog. Let me continue on.
Looks aside, if there's something else that they can gain in that situation with that man, like a lifestyle or money, but trust and believe, they still care about looks.
Looks, yeah.
All of these women who was going around lying and capping for the man versus bear, just so that they could be in agreement with other women, just so that they could get brownie points from other women, when the reality of it was a lot of them are desperate, pathetic women who would always pick the man. Right? And now you're getting to see for yourself. You got comment sections full of women talking about they would house this man, feed this man. And then you got the Wade Wilson situation. You got the women lusting over a murderer. But these was the same women who told you that they were scared of the man, right? And then you got people talking about this ain't the same women. It's absolutely the same women. When I made my video about Wade Wilson, you know what triggered it? Because I was under the comments section and I started clicking on profiles. And you know what I did? I clicked on a profile and I started strolling and I seen my face. I seen my face because this woman made a take about me and then had the audacity to be in the comment section lusting over Wade Wilson. And that's the reason why I made my video. So to sit up and say these ain't the same women is absolutely the same women. Because at the end of the day, y'all like to impress other women on the internet. What you say on the internet and what you doing in real life is two different things.
Right.
I don't play these games with y'all about believing what you saying in the comment section, what video you posted so that you can get brownie points from other women. I know how y'all living in real life. I see how you living in real life. I see how you put your kids in jeopardy in real life by moving in bums because you attracted to them. Getting your kids molested, DV and everything else because you think a man is fine. You so pathetic. You want a man so bad. You will bring anybody up in that house just to say you got one. But you'll get on the internet and make it seem like you scared of men and you will pick the bear.
And she made several great points.
If you look good, they don't care. Shit.
There. One, when she
What's a bear? Anyway, anybody know what a bear is? Let me know in the comments.
talked about how women are invested in men's looks, just like men are invested in women's looks. That's 100% truth. Don't let women lie to you. Now, they will bypass looks if your bread long. If your money is long as a man, you got the bag. Obviously, a woman would get with any man if his money is long enough. But yes, looks matter. It also tells me a couple other things. How women are so full of shit when they talk about how the average man has to have a lot of money or they won't get with them. They'll get with bum-ass dudes as long as they look good. Having dudes coming to their house, eating their kids' cereals, fruit snacks, Lunchables, and everything else, just so that dude can be digging in them guts. And then another thing, I forgot all about the Wade Wilson thing.
All you gotta do is just go to the gym. Go to the gym, fellas, and eat vegetables and shit.
That was just recently. If you guys don't know, Wade Wilson is a man who's on trial for a double deletion of 2 women, I believe in Florida, but I could be mistaken about the state. And I started to make this video last week, but I didn't get a chance to. There were women all over social media lusting after this dude. This dude looked like a Grand Theft Auto Joker knockoff character. With these face tattoos, and swastikas on the side of his head. We got a goddamn white supremacist that women is lusting after.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's the guy who ended up getting rid of 2 people? Keep yourself safe, right? Right, me too. How tall is he? They said 6 feet. I beg your finest pardon. Do you want that list of people? No, Morocco. Forgive me.
The funny thing is, when I heard this Wade Wilson story, I was about to make a video saying to the ladies how I understand why they chose the bear. Was about to be 100% sympathetic and say most men probably owe y'all an apology. Not to say I don't understand the context of choosing the bear. But judging by the 30-something fan videos that I've seen about Wade Wilson, judging by the hundreds of comments of women talking about how fine he is and how good he looks, with zero remorse for the women he killed, by the way. It's a little bit conflict of interest, contradicting, if you will, don't you think? Don't get it twisted. Women have always confused the shit out of me. How a woman can be literally starving and not know what she wants to eat, that confuses me. How a woman can be mad at her man for leaving the toilet seat up, but he can't get mad for her leaving it down, that confuses me. How a man is a body-shaming jerk for not wanting to date an oversized or a big woman, but it's perfectly okay for a woman to not want to date a short guy, that confuses me. And we can sweep all that shit under the rug, but this situation confuses the fuck out of me. Because how do you say I chose the bear to go with the safer route than opt to choose the devil? Hey, but I guess as long as he's handsome, right? Truth of the matter is, most of y'all chose the bear because you don't know how to choose a man.
And that's a fact.
But you know what also makes me remember, this isn't the first time, this isn't the second, the third, or fourth time. There was a guy, I remember his name was Jeremy Meeks. I could be getting his name wrong, but he went viral probably close to 10 years ago. After he got arrested, his mugshot went online, and then at one moment ended up changing his entire life.
This is the world's hottest felon. He was a violent person and a gang member. He spent 9 years in prison, but believe it or not, being in jail was the best thing that could ever happen to him. It was all thanks to this mugshot. The cops posted this on their Facebook page to show off the progress they made in the fight against gun violence. Someone saw it, shared it online, and because of his looks, it went viral. And the world named him the world's hottest felon. As soon as he walked out of jail, he found himself in a new world. Walking in the biggest fashion shows, starring in movies, and making more money than he could ever imagine.
And I did a video a long time on the Jeremy Meeks story as well. I believe that a woman married him when he got out of jail, helped him turn his life around right after he went viral, had a kid with her, divorced her, and then...
Yeah, she was a billionaire. He kept getting, as soon as he got out, he got the billionaire chick. Her dad owned like Formula Racing or some shit like that.
He got with some English billionaire's daughter. And I can't remember if they got married or not, but I know they had a child together, and he left her ass too, man. So again, it's just amazing how women will pick and choose which man needs money and which man doesn't. When a lot of them, you just got to look good enough, and they'll clean your dirty drawers, man. And I'm not no hater. More power to all these guys, man. They're not forcing on women to do this shit. They're choosing to do so. It's just amazing when we just had the man versus bear conversation, and so many women were picking the bear, the bear, the bear. And when I first saw that, I just thought that's preposterous. This ain't Winnie the Pooh. The bear will rip you to shreds and delete you. What are you talking about? But I think the second young lady, I believe her name is Dana Dade on TikTok, she makes a good point that it's the echo chamber of women following other women. We're going to go along with the bear versus man conversation because it makes men look bad. False narrative that all men are just monsters. But they're willing to let strangers into their home and actual monsters like Wade Wilson if given the opportunity. Knowing that man deleted 2 other women.
God damn it! You can't make this
Hey, who the hell do I know? You guys let me know what you think after party in the comments. It's Commander Theo
I'm
Cooper.
gonna look this guy up. Wade Wilson. So he's like this heartthrob that he deleted 2 women. What happened? Let me see. Okay, so he's from Florida. A Florida man could face the D penalty after strangling 2 Cape Carol women for the sake of killing. Oh, he just killed them just because? Wade Wilson, 30, he's young, was convicted on June 12 for deleting Christina Milton, 35, and Diana Riza, 43, after hours of each other back in October 2019. On Tuesday, jurors recommended Wilson could be executed for his crimes, causing silent tears to fall from the eyes of the victim's family. Oh, the jury's recommended Wilson should be. Wilson, however, emotionless, stone cold the entire time, according to the outlet. Wilson met Milton at a live music bar and went home with her on October 6, 2019. The next day, he strangled her to unalive in her Cape Carol home, where her body was discovered. Fox reported from the trial. So that was the same October 2000. Okay. So he, see what I'm saying? And then they say he looks so good, he can go right home. So these are the women right here. Okay, and this is the guy. Okay, he wow. A young dude, how old? He's 30, and these women, how old are these women? She was what? The result, hold on a second. The one chick was 43. So she got her little young, tall dude. She said, I'm gonna take this dude home. He's 30. The Milton was 35. Diana was 43. These are the women right here. Okay, that's him. These are the women. So this must be the 43-year-old right here. And that's him. Yeah, he do look like an actor. He has an actor's face. Milton was remembered as a cat lover and great friend during the trial, according to the news press. Her friend since high school, Stephanie Sagler, 41, testified that she and Milton lived in Colorado before moving to Cape Coral together and were servers at the same restaurant. Milton's cousin, Samantha Cotimer, testified that Milton was a quick-witted godmother to her child, who made everyone feel safe and understood, the outlet reported. Christina will never experience motherhood, a role she was born to play, Cotimer said through tears. Wow. Rosilla, well, I think that's how you say it, was reported missing on October 7th. The bartender was walking to work at a nearby bar when Wilson approached her in a car he stole from Milton's house, asking for directions. Risa got in the car where Wilson strangled her and ran her over until she looked like, ooh, wow. What? Risa got in the car where Wilson strangled her and ran her over until she looked like spaghetti. Wow. Wilson's dad said his son admitted during his testimony. Risa's body was found on October 10th in a field behind a Sam's Club. Damn. Why would you get in the car with a stranger? But he looked good. He probably was smiling at her. This is him right here. This is the guy. This is the Wilson's guy. Yeah, he has a look of, he looked like Joey from Friends. He has an actor's face. Let me see if I can find some other, let me get this, let me get off this. Hold on a second, let me see if I can find some other pictures. Okay, so this is the guy right here. Now, did he have these tattoos on his face before or after the murders? He must have did this before. Why would somebody get in the car with this fool? Why would they get in the car with him? Did he have these things on his face before he deleted these women, or did he do it after? Tell you, man, all you gotta do is look good, fellas. As I keep telling y'all, they went home with a freaking deleter, a serial strangler. They went home with him because he looked good. He looked good. I got in the car with him. You know, my mom used to always say the devil does not, when the devil comes, the devil's not going to look like the devil. He's going to look like the prettiest. They said that the devil, this is what they say in the Bible, that the devil was one of God's prettiest, gorgeous angels before he turned evil. And even after he turned evil, he was like one of the most gorgeous. Like, the look of the devil is not, he doesn't look like he truly looks. He looks like one of the most brilliant, because he wants to bring you in. If the devil really showed you how he really looked, you ain't gonna go near him. But if he looks pretty, he looks good. That's how that one guy kept deleting women. Not Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy. They called him the distinguished gentleman. And women would just, he was strangling women left and right. Let me see if I can find Ted Bundy. But he looked good. And even when he was in prison, women were sending him letters. Richard Ramirez. He had fan mail. Let me see, Ted Bundy. So y'all can see Ted Bundy. I can't find Bun. Ted. Oh, I put Teddy. Here we go, Ted Bundy. Look at Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy he looked like he could be a model in the 70s. He had an actor's face. Look at him. This is somebody playing him, but this is the real guy right here. See him right here? Him and his girlfriend. He looked like he could be a model or an actor. You know? Look at him. And when he was in prison, women were sending him. I think he ended up deleting over 27 women or some shit like that. Like a bunch of women. I think it might have been 15. It might have not been that much, but it was a bunch of women he deleted, like strangling them and stuff like that. See, look at him. Look, this is him right here. Look at him. This is him when he was doing the murder. He was young. Look how he looked. That's how he was able. See, look at this dude. He looks like he could be a model. Look at this guy. He looked crazy right here. That's when I think he got arrested. But right here is, you know, if a woman saw him. Look at this guy. He had the look of a model. That's how we trying to tell. All you gotta do is look good. You ain't gotta have no personality. That's why they had Zac Efron to play him in the movie, because Zac Efron was real pretty. Who's the other guy? Richard. And women were actually how many people? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I know it was over 20 women that he ended up deleting. You know? Yeah, Ted Bundy was they called him the distinguished gentleman. He was a law student too. He was going to school to be a lawyer at the time he was doing all these. This is back in the 70s, early 80s. He was committing all these atrocities. But women were actually writing this man in prison, talking about how pretty he was, how beautiful. Women wanted to marry him, all kind, because he looked good. Richard Ramirez was another one. Richard Ramirez, when he got caught, women thought that he was the strangler. I think he ended up deleting he was a homeless transit dude. He was breaking into women's houses. He was watching women and see what women that lived up by themselves, and then he would break in their house and he would R them, y'all know what I mean, assault them, assault them, and then like delete them. But when they caught him, because he was young, I think he might have been like in his late 20s when he was doing all this. This is him when they first arrested him back in the early 80s. This is him right here. And women were actually sending this man like fan mail. This man was a known killer, and they were sending this man fan mail Women thought that he was so gorgeous. Women thought that Richard Ramirez was so gorgeous. And women were like proposing to him and stuff. I was like, are you serious? But that's what it is, man. As long as you look good. If you look good, you know, if you look good, that's all it takes. All it takes is for you to look good. Just gotta stay in the gym and eat right and wear the right clothes. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, check out the Do Better podcast, his reactions, and let me know what y'all think about this video, man. Leave the comments and subscribe to Charles and His Word. Hit the thumbs up button.